Okay, well, you asked if I search for the truth. Well, I certainly do search for the truth. I don't think that anything that I know, I absolutely know for sure. Everything is open to be changed. It's basically the atheist way of life. I really haven't met an atheist that says there's absolutely is no chance that there's a God. Now, they may say there's no chance that there's Jesus, and, well, that's just looking at, some evidence and making a decision based on that. But as far as no afterlife or anything like this, nobody's really going to say honestly that there is no such thing. So I think we're all open to search for the truth. Are we actively looking? Well, yeah, I look at a lot of videos and ask a lot of questions. You say you have proof, so I certainly encourage you to share that with me. That's why I say you can try to convert me, because if you do know the truth, I think you should try to convert me. But if it's just a spiritual thing, I don't think you're going to be very successful at it. My question is, do you search for the truth? I think a lot of theists think they already know the truth. Where you say you do know God exists and that Jesus is God. You say you know this. It doesn't say that you believe this. You say you know it. So I don't think that you search for the truth any longer. I mean, do you think that Jesus might not be God? No, you probably know that He is, right? So I think I'm the one searching for truth, and all the atheists out here are looking for signs, probably not looking very diligently. We think God knows what kind of proof we will need, so we're just going to look for visions or whatever. But I don't think that you and the rest of the Christians are looking for proof. Now, if you're starting to doubt, then you're certainly saying, God, give me a sign that you really exist. And, of course, you don't get anything but little coincidences. So it really depends on what kind of person you are to believe that the coincidence is a sign. Essentially, God just works in coincidences, apparently. Don't expect visions or prophecies or miracles in your response, in your comments. Well, why not? God certainly is capable of this, and why do it the subtle way? Why not do it the more powerful way? Does He want us to overcome our doubt to believe little bitty things? I really don't understand how that works. If He knows that that's what we need, then why not just do that? You say, well, perhaps we just wasn't expecting, perhaps we didn't believe that God would answer. Of course we don't believe God will answer. You don't believe that the invisible pink unicorn will answer if you pray to it, right? Pray to her, sorry. So that's not any answer. And you also say, maybe we didn't wait long enough. Well, God knows how long we would wait. How long are we supposed to wait? And why just Jesus? Why not Krishna or Odin or Osiris or Mithras or Dionysus or Hercules, Zeus? And just go Allah, Yahweh or the Christian Yahweh. Why is it just this one God? So we're going to have to be waiting, and if anything happens, we're going to have to determine which deity this thing came from. And then, of course, which version of the deity. And then, of course, what does the deity want with this? Does the deity even want me to believe in Him? Perhaps there's a version of God that doesn't even want me to think that He exists. So if we're waiting for signs, it's kind of pointless. You're just going to have weird stuff happening. Or, I mean, if I wake up in the morning and I'm at church, I mean, that was certainly, depending on which church it was, maybe God wants me to go there. Or maybe the devil wants me to go there. I have no idea. It doesn't seem to make any sense. It seems like that God just doesn't exist. Well, it's obvious that Krishna exists. And are you searching for the truth? Well, Krishna wants you to believe in Him, so He will certainly send you a sign if you wait long enough, and don't limit Him on visions or prophecies or miracles. He will send you the sign eventually, so just keep an open mind and believe for now. I mean, it's really actually silly, and it's a terrible argument. I don't even think it is an argument. Well, just have faith. Have faith in something you don't have faith in. And you'll feel it in a spiritual way, not even in a physical way. Yeah. So I've read the blogs of the youth group,
And they're very well written. They seem to be everything that I would expect Christianity to be. If I was a Christian, I would certainly look to you guys as role models. So I think everybody should go over there and see what y'all have to say. It's fairly good. I mean, as far as Christianity goes, it seems to be a good version of Christianity. At least the version of when I was younger that I was involved in. I can certainly see where y'all are coming from this. But it's blatantly obvious to me, as an atheist looking at this, that everything you say is happening is in your head. For instance, somebody posted the question that somebody else made of how do you know it's Jesus talking to you? Actually, this question was posted a few times. And the answer was, well, we've cleared our minds, and therefore we've put on the armor of God. We've cast out the demons, and so therefore everything else that is left we know is coming from God. I mean, we know it's coming from God. We don't even have to question it anymore. Like Abraham, God telling him to kill his son. He doesn't question it at all. And that seems terribly wrong to do. So God told me to do it. Yeah, I can't argue with that. I cast out the demons, so He said it. So it's obviously God telling me to do it. Of course, everybody else in other religions do the exact same thing. Well, it obviously came from my deity, so I guess it has to be true. I mean, there's no question about it. No way to doubt it. So the question, the challenge I would like to pose is I want you to read the blog again, but try it from a different perspective. Try to have an open mind. Perhaps try to imagine being a Jewish person and reading the blog and seeing what you make of the goings-on about it. I realize that the blog is probably aimed towards other Christians, but see what it looks like from an outside view of what everything's happening. Now, don't think about it from a point of view of an atheist. I'm not sure you really have a good idea of what atheism is. You seem to be under the impression that atheism is denying God, but still believing in Jesus. I get that from your comment of when you say that if you disagree with God in some way, that you would deny His existence while still believing in Him, and you would become an atheist. Well, atheists don't still believe in God. They don't believe in the flying spaghetti monster. I mean, it's exactly the same thing. You don't deny the existence of the flying spaghetti monster. You simply don't believe in the flying spaghetti monster. So if you still believe that Jesus is God and walked on water and did all that, whether or not you deny that His teachings are good or just don't want to be submissive to Him, then you're still a Christian, even if you're not born again. So I'm not sure if you really understand the point of view of an atheist. Okay, my final point is the evil. When you say, how can you not study history and realize all this bad stuff is happening? Well, I didn't say there wasn't bad things. I didn't say that people intended harm for other people. But it's certainly bad, but it's not evil. It's not this universal evilness that's unforgivable. If somebody does something bad, then you can just say, well, don't do it again. If you show all these rapists and murderers and you say all these wars, then you show some diseases. I'm not sure how disease fits into the evil stuff. I mean, I was talking about demons and sin and possession and homosexuality and wearing 2 layers of mixed fabrics and working on the Sabbath, working on Saturday. These are the things that I mean are evil. The against God type of evil that's in the world. And I really don't see it. I see everything as pretty benign. I mean, everybody is just a person, basically just animals running around doing whatever they think they should do. And you say that some of the things that you say you don't deserve the things that God has given you. I don't see that at all. I think we're all deserving of wonderful things. I think everybody should be treated greatly. So I'm going to take my little challenge and try to take it from a point of view of somebody else and all of the
and all of the prayers and Jesus talking to people. And now await your proof. So you have proof. So I'll wait your next video.